Hello, how you doing today? Welcome to the Aaron Salter brand, hosted by Aaron Salter Bay. We have a wonderful guest here today by the name of Miss Tony Jones. She works at Detroit at Work, and she is absolutely a great job resource for guys that's just getting out of prison, people that maybe walked off a job or whatever. They still are a job resource for you as well. Without further ado, I want to introduce Miss Tony Jones. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Aaron. Thank you for having me.
Okay. I like to bring people on this show that actually are considered a resource. I don't like to bring people on that's not a proven resource, because I know that that could waste a lot of people's time, precious time, when they really need help, and it can also steer them away from, receiving the type of help that they really need. So Miss Jones is absolutely a proven resource. I went to her myself, and I was able to get vouchers for like a suit. So if I needed to have an interview or anything, they had me. Like they had me a voucher for a suit. They had food, resources, vouchers for food, and things like that. And that's just for like coming to hear them talk about their job opportunities and everything that they're connected with within Detroit. And this is absolutely a great resource because this time right here, everybody's having a hard time. It's Thanksgiving just passed away, Christmas coming up. So we absolutely need great resources like Miss Jones and everything that she does for the city of Detroit. And we thank her. And anybody that need help, we're gonna make sure that we list her information so that you can get the proper help that you deserve with her and everything like that. So how you doing, Miss Jones? Did I get it right?
You got it right. This bullseye.
Okay. So what did I leave out? Like far as your journey to becoming a Detroit at Work business outreach specialist. What else do you do?
Just to give you a brief history of my background, I've been blessed to always be in a position to help people in our community. And started off working as a admissions representative for proprietary schools with Southern Junior College and Birmingham, Alabama, moved here, worked for Lawton School, Ross Medical School, and that was a real great beginning for me because and I was promoting the idea of getting short-term training for, and educating people on how they can get short-term training if it was cosmetology training or pharmacy tech training, nurse assistant training. I was a representative that went out into the community and shared that information with everyone so that, they could become more stable in the job market. So that's kind of like where I started from. And from that point, I went into staffing and worked at a Deco Employment Solutions. People may recognize me. No, I worked there. That's where I got my background in staffing. And eventually, I ended up starting my own staffing agency called Accelerated Placement Services. And I started my own housekeeping business called Better Made Cleaning Service. So from that experience, I ended up getting into the workforce development industry, starting off with CareerWorks. There's a lot of people in the community that went through CareerWorks. At the time, they had probably over 20 contractors that provided the training, that worked with the PATH participants who are receiving cash assistance. At the time at CareerWorks, I actually worked with a program that referred people, men mostly, into our carpentry program. And these were men who were recently let out of jail, and they came into our carpentry program and learned how to build houses. So, I have a plethora of experience, a lot of experience when it comes down to working with the community. So that, got me into, now things have changed, and from coming from an environment where there was like 20, 30 different contractors, we're down to 8. And Payne Pulliam is, they lasted through the ages. In fact, I am currently working with Payne Pulliam, and we are celebrating their 51st year in business. And Miss Pulliam, Miss Betty,
Congratulations.
yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Definitely
And yeah,
congratulations.
Miss Betty Pulliam, and it was Miss Freddie Payne. They both are trailblazers in the community. Unfortunately, we lost Miss Payne, but we still have Miss Pulliam, who comes to work every day, and she's as committed today as she was when she opened up this business. So makes me very, very proud to work with Payne Pulliam and to be here. And I'm honored and feel so blessed that I'm in a position where I can share information with my neighbors, your neighbors, and people in our community that have different needs, and I have a plethora of information, work with so many different companies, if it's employment, if it's employers. I work with Henry Ford Health. I'm the marquee manager with Henry Ford Health, for example. I also work with Corewell Health, and I can just list the companies. And I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable because I keep saying I, and I am speaking about what I do, but I
No, but
am
you
blessed.
are the resource. Let me let you know, like everybody else, they've been like going with AI and everything. So you the human
Yeah,
in the loop, and you are the resources. So it actually is about you because everybody that see this show is gonna want to talk to you about resources like with Crowell Health and things like that. I also know from experience that you do have customer service jobs, so it's not
yes.
all about people able to get to the job. So if you have a disability and you need a job, like you definitely the one to reach. Like customer service jobs,
Yeah.
like that's that.
Well, one thing that I want to just make mention is that, again, highlighting the 8 different um, contractors that are part of the Detroit Network. What that means is that because there's 8 different contractors, there's 8 different locations. So instead of being just limited to, like, for example, Payne Pulliam, which we're on East Warren, there are 7 other different contractors all over the city of Detroit. So we have Northwest Activity Center, and then we have my side, which is on 6 Mile and Telegraph, and we have other contractors. I just use those as example that people can go to. If you're not registered with Detroit at Work, I encourage you to get registered with Detroit at Work, and you can go to the site that is closest to you. And every site has a resource navigator, meaning they have a department where they will share their resources with you as well. I'm kind of giving you an overview of what we all do. That's why I was saying I'm feeling uncomfortable saying I, because it's a whole team of dedicated, talented people that have dedicated their lives to helping, our community. So one resource that's real popular, and again, you can get these resources from any other Detroit at Work locations, and that is a resource where people may need to get their driver's license back. We have the resource navigators that work with people in our community. You don't have to be a part of our daily routine, but if you are interested in getting your driver's license, maybe your driver's license is suspended. We have a whole team and a whole process that has been very successful in helping hundreds of people get their driver's license back, which is a game changer, you know.
So, Miss
I
Jones, I want to ask you something right quick. So say that I just got out of prison. I did like 4 years or whatever, and I do need to get my license back, and they've been suspended from
Yeah.
saying like fleeing and looting and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
how would that process look like, and where would we start that process at?
Well, you would start by registering with Detroit at Work, and then you can literally call. Like we all do things differently, slightly differently, but we do the same things. So you can call, become a part of Detroit at Work. You can ask for their resource navigator, and or you can find out how you can speak with the resource navigator so that you can get an appointment to meet with that person. And when you meet with the resource navigator, they will give you all the information on the steps that you need to take in order to get your driver's license back.
Uh,
To
that's
get,
that's a great
mhm,
resource. There's a lot of people who
yeah,
probably need their like driver's license backs and things like that. So
yeah,
definitely, if
yeah.
they reach out to me and ask me about that, I definitely
Mhm,
now know that I have a resource that's reliable,
mhm,
that they can go directly to. Like they don't even have to contact you; they can go directly to your resource navigator and
mhm.
actually ask them,
Right.
where is it at, and they'll tell them, huh?
Yeah, call the
Okay.
um call the center that's closest to them and just let them know, hey, I'm trying to get my driver's license, and they will be directed. They don't have to know anything. They will be given the directions to the right person, to the right department, so they can get that. Another great resource that we have, and I'm all over the place because we have so many when it comes down to housing. We
Mhm.
have information. There's so many people, unfortunately, that find themselves being homeless. We're finding that even the shelters are full. So, just getting that support, period.
Yeah, yeah, we on that
Being good.
resource. I actually
Yeah,
recently heard about people, like sleeping even at Motor City in the parking lot.
yeah,
They may have a
yeah.
vehicle or whatever, and it is extremely cold outside. So we definitely want to
Mhm.
list that resource as well, for our
Yeah,
community. We are in our community, so we understand the
yeah.
problems in our community. So
Exactly.
that's
And that's
definitely a
why
resource.
it's so important for me to let everyone know that it's just, you don't have to just depend on one location. You can go to the location, uh, that complements where you live. And then that will help you to be more consistent in going back. I don't want you to be on the west side and feel like, oh, I want to go and speak to Miss Jones and have to travel all the way to the east side. And one of those resources you need is something to help you overcome your issues with traveling, right? So that
Right,
doesn't help, right?
right, right.
So, I just want everyone to keep that in mind. There is
Do we have
what I
any AI
would
resources? AI been real like hot on the trends right now. So do we have anybody that's preparing people to step into the world of AI at Detroit at Work right now?
I'm not, I know a person personally that I'm working with right now
Mhm.
that is a AI. In fact, she owns her own business. She has her master's degree in what is that? The AI world or whatever. I forgot what it's called. But anyway, she has her master's degree and she offers training to
Mhm.
people who, for example, if you want to write a book and need to learn how to get your book published. She actually is setting up, offering training for people who want to get certified and get that AI training.
We're
And
gonna
you
have
get
to
your
have her on here.
certification.
We definitely gonna have
Yeah,
to
you
have her on
will.
here to represent
Yeah,
herself. You're doing a
Yeah,
wonderful job, though. You're doing a wonderful
yeah,
job at
thank
representing
you.
her. But we
Yeah.
definitely, that's somebody that we are interested in because we like to stay ahead of the times. We like to
Mhm.
stay with current things that's going on right now. And
Oh,
we
and that's
definitely are
information.
going on right now. This Detroit at Work is actually going on right now. It's a great resource. We
Mhm.
definitely need to tap in with all of the Detroit at Work resources because they not only actually help you find jobs, but they also prepare you for those jobs in carpentry. And what are some of the other trades that you guys able to give
Well, if you
people?
go on the Detroit at Work site, all the training programs that they offer, which what I want to do is emphasize how these training programs will be free for those who qualify. And if you're in Detroit, that's already a great step in the right direction. They focus on our residents in Detroit. So if you go on the DetroitAtWork.com and you go on the website, you create your profile, which will only take a couple minutes. You'll have access to everything I'm talking about. The training is what you're referring to, and we have the IT training. That's what I'm saying. I was like stuck with AI, but it's the information technology training. We have truck driving. Love it, love it. We have training providers and these are short-term training courses. So you're looking at maybe going to training to become a truck driver within 12 weeks, where when you graduate, you're able to get your CDLA license with your HASMIC endorsement, and you're able to literally start your career as a truck driver. And for anybody who knows about the careers in truck driving, you're talking about stability, you're talking about great income, and you're talking about a career that welcomes and hires people based on their abilities, not their past. So if you do ironically happen to have a felony, for those who have come and recently got out of jail, getting into the truck driving training is a life changer if that complements your personality. Truck drivers, they average just with them starting off, they average 60 to $80,000 a year. And not only do they average that amount, the reality of starting your own business, being into your own business, getting your own truck, it's just so realistic. So that is another training we offer. We offer construction training. We offer medical training if you're interested in being a patient care technician, nurse assistant, medical assistant. We offer that training. So, the list goes on, and it's very detailed. They give you all the information, you all. For example, they tell you like what reading level that you need to have in order to get into the training. And then they give you a profile of the days and hours. They offer the training, the locations. They give you the number of the facility that offers the training. So if you want to call and have a tour or talk to the training provider personally, you're able to do that. So that is just a great opportunity that Detroit at Work has been very, very successful in providing. And again, it is a free training. All these training programs are free. So I'm really happy to share that information. Also, I have information for those people who don't have cars, you all. If you need a car, I definitely refer people to a proven car lot. And we have plenty of car lots, but this Michigan Auto Car Lot on 8 Mile and Gratiot, I refer people to the car lot to speak to the owners, which are their brothers. And what makes this car lot unique is that you only have to have two pieces of ID. If you have bad credit, they still work with you. You just have to have a job, show two pieces of ID. If you have a car that's broken down, you can use that as a trade-in. 9 times out of 10, you won't have to put any money down, not only on the car, but on your insurance. You know how you go and buy insurance? and you have to go and scout around. Well, you go there as one-stop shopping. So you are able to literally go there, get a car. They'll already have help you to get the insurance. You don't have to go anywhere and drive off. And most importantly, that that makes me excited about referring them. They have a flexible payment schedule. So just say you did get a car and your car note is $350 a month. Well, you have the ability to choose to pay your car note all at once, the 350, or you can choose to pay it every 2 weeks, which would be $175, or once a week, which would be $96. So that really sets everybody up for success,
It does.
pay-
It does.
yeah,
It
doesn't
really
it?
do. And it help build your credit, right?
And yes, yes,
It's
yes, it
credit
does.
building. It's a credit builder.
Yes. And talk about credit building, we also, in addition to our resource navigator, we have a financial coach in each one of our locations that will help you build your credit, that will help you to manage your finances and educate you. Every week we have one of the banks come on and speak to our customers about, opening up an account. How about starting a business? And they answer all those questions and they talk about all those opportunities, and it's very, very not, informative. And because I said starting a business, we actually have a person here that work with our clients and help them, and you go into her class and she works with you to help you start your business. So,
Before we get
it's
too far, I know we got a few minutes left.
like,
I actually wanted you to explain to people what is the benefit of having a good resume builder
oh
for these
yeah,
jobs.
we offer the job search, job readiness program. And that is why we offer it, because in this program, we not only help you and teach you on I'm sorry about that, how to create a resume, a competitive resume. We also go through interviewing techniques, which is very, very important. The reason it's important for you to know how to create a competitive resume is because employers today is based on all the competition out here, they're really leaning on and using your tool, which is your resume, that you give them to make a hiring decision or to make a decision if they're even going to invite you to and to interview. So we have different tools like earnbetter.com. Earnbetter.com is a great tool that you can use to create a very, very professional resume. I am getting this information from the horse's mouth, meaning that the employers have shared with me how much they depend on making their hiring decision based on your resume. So that's very, very important. We get more into that. I know I was just speaking to one of the employers last week, and she was telling me like these people who are, sending these Indeed resumes, for example, they already know that they come from Indeed. It's like, it just really tells on the person. And I'm just using that as example. Indeed, as we all know, is a great site to find employment, and they do create a great resume for you. But depending on the jobs that you're applying for, you may not only need to create a professional resume, but you may also have to create a professional cover letter, which earnbetter.com offers that. And all this is free. These are free services for everyone. So we really focus in on making sure we prepare everyone that we meet for success. And that is one of the examples that I can use, making sure that you have a competitive resume. We have Jackets for Jobs, making sure that you have the clothing. So when you go to your interviews, you look professional. Making sure that we teach you in the interviewing. techniques, teaching you, for example, the importance of asking for a business card after your interview. A lot of people don't do that. So, not to get too deep into it, but I just want to give everyone an example of how effective we are when it comes down to preparing our customers, not only for the job, but our goal is to make sure that we put them in a position where they're self-sufficient.
Oh, that's the best position to be in is
Yeah,
self-sufficient. That mean
right.
you able to pray. That mean you able to
Mhm.
work out, you able to, enjoy life, the basic stuff of in life.
Right,
And we thank
right.
y'all for everything that y'all do at Detroit at Work,
Mhm.
and any of your sister organizations, because we absolutely need to be about our people and helping our people to elevate, and not be stuck in some of this environmental stuff that they see in their neighborhoods every day that
Right.
is not saving people, it's only hurting them. So thank you very much,
Mhm.
Miss Tony Jones, for coming on today. It was short notice, but you came, you showed up, and you delivered. Oh man, I'm
Oh,
just so thankful for you being able to be here and share this resource with the world,
yeah.
because it is a valuable resource and you do spend your time on developing these resources. And we give you all your honors for everything that you do at Detroit at Work.
Well, thank you so much. And please don't hesitate to call me whenever you need me.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Bye bye. We signing off for the day. We thank her, Detroit at Work. We thank our TV station, CMN TV, for allowing us to broadcast on the public broadcasting station and bring us this message to you guys. We love y'all. Peace. Bye bye.